What's up? It's Kaelin, backstage in the Mercedes-Benz interview lounge with, I think we're friends at this point, Jason Derulo.
Hey there, how you doing, love?
Second time in the last couple months.
I love it.
Catch me up on your life in the last month since we've talked.
You know what? It's been good. You're still living the dream, you know?
Of course.
Still the holidays, so I'm having a good time.
It is, yeah. So we're obviously at Jingle Ball in Chicago, and it is actually a lot of little ones' first concert, which I think is so cute. You'll look out there and you'll see it, and it's such a special moment. What the hell was your first concert?
My first concert was a Michael Bolton concert.
Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, and it was because I was a student at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah, and then I won this competition, so I won a chance to sing with Michael Bolton, as a kid. Yeah, and that was my first concert experience.
That's insane.
I got to watch him do his thing. It was incredible, and I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely what I want to do.
Yeah. Did little Jason Derulo have those pipes that he has now?
Yeah, he was pretty good. Good. Yeah, he was doing his thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
He was doing his thing.
He was a little chubby little kid.
We all were. I went through that phase too. So you brought up it's the holidays. Are you going to get a break for the holidays? And are there like traditions that you're now passing on to your son?
Yeah, so for the holidays, obviously we're doing the Jingle Ball thing. So I think the next Jingle Ball, I'm gonna have my son with me, which will be nice.
Aww,
really close to Christmas.
He's so cute.
And we'll be in Miami, which is where I'm from.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have a lot of family at the Miami one. And in terms of traditions, we always go around the table and we say what we're thankful for.
Of course.
I think that's a beautiful thing, because I think, we can get so caught up in life sometimes that we forget how blessed we are.
Of course.
So I think that's always a really special moment. I always love to hear what everybody's really thankful for.
Yeah, we just did a radiothon for a children's hospital, and I'm like looking at these little kids, and they don't know to feel sorry for themselves. They have the most energy, and I'm like, my problems are not real. You know what I mean? And it's really good to remind yourself of that and have gratitude.
Agreed.
I don't believe in resolutions, but I believe in intentions. Is there something you're working on for the new year?
I like that, intentions. Yes. So I'm somebody that fluctuates with weight all the time.
I don't believe that.
I promise you, yeah.
Really?
It's a real thing. So like, I'm always like on some like crazy, like doing some crazy diet or some crazy regime.
Yeah.
I want to find more of a balance where I can just stay kind of in the same pocket.
You're like all in it or you're not.
Yeah, you know? So like the problem with being so extreme sometimes is when you let up a little bit, your body's like, oh, we chilling.
Right.
So I want to find like a nice balance where it's more sustainable in 2025.
I might have just taken that because I feel like I'm all or nothing too, and I could fall off or I could be really in it, but that's a good one.
Yeah, it's what's a good food that you like, that you can just consistently eat, and not feel bad for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, mine is, I feel bad for it. It's like chicken tenders and mac and cheese.
You like popcorn, though?
I like popcorn.
You like watermelon?
I love watermelon.
All right, those are your two new foods.
Okay, I'll do those too. I'm curious.
Me and you, together.
Okay, let's do it. All right, well, I'm going to check in next year.
Absolutely.
I'm curious, and I talked to you about this before with all your bangers. Is there one that you're kind of annoyed of performing, or are you just... you feed off the energy of the crowd? Like at this point, are you like, I can't really?
No. I'm not annoyed of performing any of them, except no, I'm fine. I think all of those songs, they just have a special place in my heart because it reminds me of a time. So especially feeding off the energy of a crowd, like
of course.
Like when we go out there tonight, it'll be like 25. It'll be half an hour of like going down memory lane. You know what I'm saying? Like really going down memory lane. So like, I love to see the audience's reactions, and it was like, oh, that one. I was like, oh, I forgot about that one.
No, I'm gonna be out there. It was my whole college. It's like the best memories. And it makes me so happy.
Beautiful.
Is there? So I mean, there's not a song that you're gonna admit that you don't like performing. But I don't know. Like, is there anything you can tell us that you're about to do out there?
Like which song? Like I mean, I'm doing a ton of songs.
You're doing them all.
Yeah. So I've made like almost like a DJ vibe.
Yeah. So they're quick. Do you ever audible and go like different song, or you're?
I can.
Yeah.
Not in a show like this, but in my my tour show, all the time.
Yeah.
But a show like this is like, it's like 30 minutes is like...
They're very intense.
Like, the stage might turn on you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been on the turning stage before, after, and okay, Before I let you go, I just want to give you props on one thing, okay?
Tell me.
So everyone is like going to country right now, right? A lot of artists who are not country are moving over to country. You did it early on.
I did.
Did you not? With who was it? Luke Bryan?
Luke Bryan, Florida Georgia line, yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of started it?
I'm not really, to me personally, I think it's a big mistake to like follow a trend.
Right.
You know, it's like, it's so weird to me.
Agree.
Because I think as human beings, it's here today and gone tomorrow, right? Like, what's new? Like, what are you bringing new to the table?
Right.
I know when I'm listening to music, if I heard it already, I'm kind of done with it. So like 100%. I'm on to the next thing. So I try to treat my music like that as well. It's like, what can I bring that's new to the table that when people hear, they're like, oh, what's that?
Right.
Like when I'm releasing songs like Talk Dirty and it doesn't sound like anything on the radio.
Jason, I don't understand. That's my favorite intro.
Yeah, it's either gonna be big as hell or it's gonna be a flop. But like, I'd rather
you went there.
take that kind of swing, you know what I'm saying, than to follow a trend.
Yeah.
But I love country.
Well, you did it first, and that's why you're good. That's why you're still relevant. That's why you're still crushing it, is because you're always doing new stuff. So we're excited to see what's next, and I will be out there shaking my little ass.
All right, come on, let's get it.
To the entire set. Thank you, Jason.
It was my pleasure.